Day 4, COVID life. And the one thing that didn't change when I was gone, anacondas still breed. And the one thing you'll obviously notice in this vlog is that I'm here at the shop alone. And after being isolated for a while, it is so good to be back with my animals. Of course, Brillo here. I missed you, buddy. Where you at, buddy? Come on over here. So it is amazing to be back here. And, you know, I'll give you kind of the scale of 1 to 10, me feeling great. 10 being like the best. I'm probably like a 7 right now, so I don't feel too bad. Hi, buddy. Oh, good to see you. And obviously what I'm going to be doing here is I can't stay isolated anymore, is that when the crew leaves, I'm going to come into work and I'm going to vlog with you guys. So for the next few days at least, until I test negative and that everything is okay, you guys are just going to have me. Tomorrow I may actually have Noah film some stuff with the crew when I'm not here so that we can just see how the crew is doing and stuff like that. But for now, we're just going to be hanging out with the animals today, and I'm going to give you the update about what's been going on with me now that a new year has started, even though it definitely started a little bit rough for me. Wow, I tell you what, this iguana is unbelievable. Now, of course, Mike and the crew have done a tremendous job just kind of taming out. It's almost like a rock iguana like Bella or Diddy and Dixie or Tiana, and a lot of times green iguanas aren't this way, where you can see I'm just petting him, he's closing his eyes, he's absolutely loving it. I think it's amazing that they work so hard on these guys to get them so docile, and I tell you what, it is amazing. Look at this dewlap here, unbelievable. I love the fact that people can come to the Reptarium and actually, you know, just pet this animal. So regardless, the point is that I did want to kind of update you on a couple things today. One of the things was the fact that, you know, we did that video about the change in the vlog, and of course I can't really make much changes right now because it's just me. You guys just got me, you ain't got nobody else until I get over this. Again, in the next few days I should be out of isolation, I should be able to get back to normal. But the thing that overwhelmingly you guys said, now of course you want me to do all this stuff like travel and animal education, all the stuff that we always do, but overwhelmingly by a big majority you guys said that you wanted to see family adventure and behind the scenes crew type of stuff. So not just animal stuff, you know, of course it's an animal vlog, we're always going to be an animal vlog, but you guys wanted to also see kind of the stuff outside the shop like we used to do. We used to travel and just do fun stuff as a family, as a crew, stuff like that. So we're definitely going to be bringing that to the vlog pretty soon. I'm not sure how you guys feel about things, but there's just something about being around my animals that just kind of cheers me up. I mean, obviously I was able to spend some time with Juliet in the hotel room, which was absolutely amazing, and that was the thing that kept me sane. I'll be honest with you, if I didn't have that 18+ foot reticulated python, I think I would have went absolutely crazy being isolated in a hotel room like that. But it's just getting back here to the Reptarium, it's like it just kind of made me feel so much better, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, seeing Ben and Jerry and just every enclosure we have. I'm going to head over to BHB a little bit and kind of check what's going on with the breeding stuff, something like that. I'm sure you guys are the same way, whether you have dogs or cats or reptiles or whatever. It's like when you're kind of a little bit down and you're kind of like, oh, I feel sick, I've got COVID again, to see the animals just kind of brighten me up. So I went from like a 7 when I walked in, now I'm probably more like an 8.5. And speaking about being an 8.5, one of the things I really put a lot of thought into here around the holiday season, and again I always talk about after January 1st I want to kind of reinvent myself again, or at least reevaluate where we're at with things and so on like that, is I wanted to kind of be more authentic to you guys. Now don't get me wrong, I'm never fake. You guys see what you get and you get what you see and all that stuff, but you know, it's not always a 10, it's not always an 8.5. There are days that it's a 4 because I'm stressed out. You guys know that I deal with anxiety. I've done so much better. I'd like to talk a little bit more about that. Not like having an anxiety vlog by any stretch of the man. I still want to keep things positive, because the fact is that even when I was like really in the darkest days, I'm still a positive person, right? I have a positive outlook even when things seem really, really terrible. But I know you guys have days where you're not feeling that good, and sometimes you want to watch the vlog and feel good about whatever, you know, have those kind of good vibes and all that type of stuff. Well, you know, I want to just be more genuine about that. Maybe uplift you guys when I'm not having the greatest time either, and be honest with you, and maybe tell you how in those days where I am a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or something like that, I'm able to still get out of bed and get to work and kind of still love what I do and keep pressing forward. Because like I said, there's no doubt that there were times in 2020 and early 2021 where I didn't know how I even functioned, yet I was still able to come to work every day and vlog and keep a positive outlook. So I just decided, you know what, I want to be more real with you guys. I want to tell you guys what I'm thinking, and there's so many things that oftentimes I kind of go, I don't know if I should say this because I don't want you guys to think I'm a downer, because the fact is I don't really look at things in a negative way. But hey, listen, we all deal with ups and downs, and the truth is on social media, oftentimes you just see the best things, like, oh, look at this great clutch, or look at how great this is, and this is going. But the fact is, a lot of times it's a grind to get there, and I want to show you more of that. Let me know in the comments if you guys don't mind that. Speaking of boas, we actually have this motley male here and this hypo that's het for albino. So this is actually a motley het albino and a hypo that's het for albino here. Absolute ripper, and she looks like she's actually ovulating or just about to ovulate here. She's curling up on the heat and stuff like that. I don't want to talk too much about this stuff here because tomorrow I'm actually going to be at BHB the entire time because we're open at the Reptarium tomorrow night. So when I come in, when the crew leaves, I can't go over to the Reptarium. So tomorrow's vlog will be a little bit of Noah vlogging, and then here me at BHB away from everyone else, isolating to make sure I don't get anyone else sick. So I think we're going to head back over to the Reptarium and finish the vlog up over there if you don't mind. But tomorrow, I think I'm going to spend some time right in this aisle here, just showing you some really cool ball pythons and just talk about some other things that are on my mind. And I am breaking a little bit of one of my cardinal rules, is which don't handle giant snakes by yourself. I am here alone today, so I've only got Gemma a little bit of the way out, but Gemma is such a sweetheart. You know, there's a few snakes that I definitely don't have an issue with handling on my own, but I still don't think it's a great idea as an overall thing. But again, I made sure she was in a good mood. She absolutely is, and she looks absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, she's still not eating, and I hope she does pretty soon. But you know, every experience is a life experience, right? You got to take something out of it. And you know, although this trip to Mr. Beast and try to film, it didn't work out. By the way, out of the 3 times I've worked with Mr. Beast, 2 of the 3 times we ended up not even filming. But we are supposed to be doing some filming here in the next week and a half or something like that, because they're having a lot of problems with outbreak with COVID as well. So once everything calms down, we'll get back down there and we're gonna do a banger of a video down there. But I still learned a lot about a lot of things. I learned about the way that they handle things when they're on production. I learned some things about myself being in isolation for a while, not being around anyone. Thankfully, Jay was with me, at least on the phone, where we could continue to talk. Now, unfortunately, Jay had to drive home with me, and we tried to take every precaution we could, but sadly, he actually was showing some signs of COVID today. You know, again, just cold stuff. He's fine. I've talked to him a handful of times today. He's just got a little bit of a stuffy nose, a little bit of a sore throat, much like I did. I think he's going to be completely fine, but unfortunately, this virus is just terrible, and it's so contagious that being around me, even driving down there when I didn't know I had COVID, you know, we weren't taking precautions, and unfortunately, Jay's going to be out of the picture here for a few days too, but hey, he'll still be editing the vlog, and I miss you, brother, man. I tell you what, I love you being on the other side of this camera. Take a look at that albino. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love this turtle pond, and the albino is always so brave, and it's always just up. It's not afraid of people like the other ones. The other ones are getting better, but the albino is so good, and I told you guys this before. I've become a turtle addict. I'm not going to lie to you here. And even though this vlog is only going to be 12, 13, 14, 15 minutes, I've actually already been at the shop here for about an hour and a half or 2 hours, really just walking around looking at the place, you know, again, checking out Ivy and Aries and checking out all the animals. And I tell you what, when I'm gone, I miss this place so much. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, look how great French's looks and Heinz up there. I mean, they're just beautiful. Jessica did a great job with some more pops here, which, by the way, I noticed one thing when I walked over that Jessica did when I was gone. She actually put some foliage into the chameleon's cage, in particular Karma's cage. It looks so cool, so I'll show you that right now. It's really amazing. She's so great with this stuff, but look at this enclosure here. She put some big leaves over here, pop over here. Karma's looking amazing over here. We'll take a little bit closer look. Look at this. Wow, look at that. Absolutely wonderful. I just love the way that enclosure turned out. So Jessica's always surprising me with kind of redoing things and stuff like that. We're so lucky to have her because she's absolutely wonderful. There's no doubt about that. But again, I've been walking around I don't even want to leave. I'm going to go home here in a little bit because I do need to rest up and hopefully get to that, you know, from that 7 or 8.5 because of a little bit of adrenaline to a 10, so that here in the next 3 days when I'm out of isolation, I can be back and just raring to go because we have a lot to do over the next couple months. Reptarium expansion update and a little bit of a kind of back and forth question. Let me know in the comments. I need your help because I'm thinking of some things. We're about maybe 2.5 to 3 weeks away from getting the construction paperwork, the blueprints basically of the new expansion. That's basically where it says about the footings and all the steel and all the structure that we need and so like that. That way I can actually go to general contractors. I have several in mind, and I can actually give them these blueprints and they can quote me the price of what it'll cost per the actual blueprints, not just a conceptual drawing. By the way, we just got rattlesnakes back in, plushie-wise. They've been out of stock for about 6 months now, so that makes me pretty excited. You guys know that things are crazy in the world right now. I mean, construction prices are way up, lumber prices, steel prices, you know, just cost of all materials. There's shortages everywhere, labor shortages, all this type of stuff. So here, coming up here in a few weeks when I get these blueprints, I have to go to these contractors that are overworked, understaffed, supply shortages, all this stuff, and I have to get a bid on this. Now, kind of have an idea, an estimate of what it's going to cost. cost about $4 million total for the expansion, about $2.5 million building price is what I kind of had the initial kind of estimate. That was before the blueprints, so it could be lower, could be more, I don't know, have no idea. But then about $1.5 million between the aquarium and the Reptarium expansion and so on like that. That means that's a lot of money, guys. I have some money. I'm going to be putting every dollar to my name that I have been kind of trying to build up over the last few years, and I'm going to put it towards this, but I'm going to have to also borrow money, which is really scary. Now, they actually say in business, typically the time that you're the most afraid is the right time to do something, but I'm not necessarily sure I agree with that all the time. By the way, Night Fear, you're absolutely gorgeous today, looking amazing. Look at that sheen, unbelievable. And the reason I'm talking to you guys about this is, again, and I want to know in the comments what you think, not only about what I'm talking to you about, but also the fact that I told you I want to be a little more transparent this year, a little bit more genuine this year, take you guys on the journey, not just, I mean, I always take you on the good, the bad, the ugly, but I want to really get real with you guys, you know, on all levels, right? I want you guys to really take along on this journey, because listen, this journey of doing this expansion is monumental. I mean, I'm risking it all, you know what I mean? I've worked my entire life to get to where I am right now, and I'm about to put it all on the line just for this expansion. Ooh, doggy. Carl, you're looking sexy today, man. Holy moly. So the reason I'm asking you this is that, you know, you wonder if delay of 6 or 8 months or something like that would be a massive difference. I mean, I'm no genius, but I like to think of myself as a pretty decent businessman. I try to think about things on a business end as much as I possibly can, because the more successful I am in all the business I run, the more I can put money into the animals, conservation, education, and all that type of stuff, right? So it's kind of important to make the right move at the right time. And I do wonder, is the expansion the right time? Now, I don't know. My heart says yes. I want to expand right now. I want to start construction today if I possibly can. But the fact is that if I delay it a little bit, what will be the quotes and say February as opposed to August or September? Because most economists are thinking that the economy and the supply shortage and the labor shortage is probably going to start to look the other way kind of mid-summer-ish, right? So what's going to basically happen is we might be getting into a little bit of a recession. We might be getting into a position where all those people that don't want to work will go back to work, and also all those huge build projects that all the contractors around are going to be done because people aren't going to be spending money. I wonder if my girl Bella misses me. I think she's just looking at me like, Dad, I'm not going to come down. You can come see me, Bella Bells? I missed you, baby girl. She is such a cat. There's no doubt about it. But of course, there's that old saying that says, you know, you want to buy low and sell high, or whatever the case may be. So obviously, here she comes. Hi, baby girl. What you doing, sweetie? I miss you so much. Come see me, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, how are you been? I know it's been a few days since I've seen you, and I love you so much. She is such an amazing animal. I mean, you can't tell me that reptiles aren't unbelievably smart. I mean, she's coming right over. She sees me. She's like, Dad, I missed you and stuff like that. I'm telling you what, you guys saw it right there. It's amazing, and I get to experience this every single day. But the fact is that I think that I wonder if it will. I don't know, guys. You know, I need help with this. You know, I mean, again, it's the scariest thing I've ever done, right? I mean, do I believe it's going to be a success? Absolutely. I know it's going to be a success, because we can take what we did with the Reptarium and we can literally triple or quadruple what we're doing with more space for the reptiles to do, an entire aquarium, the dig site, you know, all this other stuff. It's going to be absolutely amazing, but it's also, again, very scary because I'm risking everything. And you know, listen, if I wait 6 or 8 months or 10 months or whatever it is it going to really matter from the grand scheme of me achieving it? Probably not. Is it going to hurt my heart? Absolutely. But could it save me $500,000, $600,000, $700,000? It's potential to do it, right? So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Should I just forge forward and say, doesn't matter, let's just get this thing done? Or should I maybe pump the brakes a little bit and still get prices quoted in February and March and stuff like that? But if they come in too high, just shelf it for another 6 months and go back. I don't know. The problem is that I think the best time to build is like fall, which is gonna kind of need to be going about February, March, right? So if I wait till fall, we're probably looking at the next spring before I can start building. So it's just gonna put the project off 6 or 8 months. But I just need to know from you guys, what do you think? It's been on my mind tremendously. So I really need to make a decision here in the next 6 or 8 weeks where I'm actually going. Am I pushing forward now and just saying, heck with it, I don't care that we're building in the worst possible time ever? Or should I put the brakes on a little bit and be a little bit more business savvy? I waited my whole life to do the Reptarium, you know, and it's been such a blessing and an amazing thing to see all these incredible animals every single day and be able to share it with so many people. And I do have to wonder, you know, waiting another 6 or 8 months, is it going to kill me? I don't know, you know. I think that maybe if I save that money, I could put more money into the exhibits. I could put more money into the expansion in ways that I can't do if I spend all my money in a bad market. So the expansion is going to happen. 100% is going to happen. Well, I shouldn't say nothing's 100%, but you know, it's probably going to happen. I mean, barring any calamities, it's going to happen. It's a matter of just when and should I push for it? I don't know, guys. So I just want to come to you, and these are the things I want to talk to you guys about this year. Being more genuine, bringing up my concerns, my thoughts, instead of just going like, yeah, we're going to expand, it's going to be amazing. I want you guys to know what I'm thinking, you know, how my brain is actually working and what challenges that I face going forward. And that way, you know, as we do this together, you're going to feel even more a part of it, because really you guys are a part of it. If it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't happen anyway. So you guys are so important, and I want to take you guys along on the journey. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of amazing experiences, and a lot of days I'm going to probably be crying because I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. So I'm just in the very first stages of it, but let me know what you guys think. With that being said, I'm going to spend a little more time with my animals here and head home and try to rest up and try to, you know, cure myself of this. I miss my crew. I miss everyone. I miss you, Jay. I know you're watching it. You're editing this, so I miss you, buddy, and I hope you feel better soon so that we can be together and start making some magic for 2022. So thanks again, guys, for everything. I appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, here's a playlist. You can watch more videos if you so choose. It would mean the world to me. You know what else would mean the world to me? Right over here, hit that subscription button. Thank you so much for everything. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.